Welcome back, everyone. Today is Friday, May 29th. I'm Coach Kevin.
Coach Ronnie.
And today's workout is E-Harmony. Before we get into the workout, Coach Ronnie is going to warm us up.
Today's warm-up, we have two pieces. The first part is going to be a general warm-up. We're going to go through 3 rounds of movement. The first movement is going to be 10 squats. So you're going to get in a good position in those squats, making sure your feet are balanced, weight centered in the midfoot, get through that full range of motion, hips below parallel. Really trying to focus on just sound, solid position in that squat. From there, we're just going to 5 inchworm push-ups. So we're just going to walk ourselves out to that push-up position. Full push-up rep, pressing back out, walking our hands back into our toes. And then from there, we have good morning. So the band, a bar, or even a dumbbell holding in that goblet position, we're just going to really try to focus on hinging at the hips, really loading through those hamstrings and glutes. Getting our chest or upper body torso towards parallel, 10 total reps on that good morning. Finally, we finish with that PVC or band with 5 pass-throughs. So getting the shoulders warmed up a little bit more, 5 total pass-throughs. Again, this is 3 rounds of 10 squats, 5 inchworm push-ups, 10 good mornings, and 5 pass-throughs. Once we finish that, we're going to get into a barbell warm-up. So we're going to go 2 times through this barbell warm-up. If it's a dumbbell, you're just going to go 1 round on one side, 1 on the other. First thing we're going to go through is 3 front squats. So get into a good front rack position, making sure that chest is staying vertical, weight still centered in the midfoot, getting to that full range of motion of the squat. 3 front squats. 3 strict press is the next movement to follow. So again, starting from that front rack position, driving that barbell overhead, bicep should be finishing by the ears when those arms are fully extended at the top. From there, the barbell goes onto our back. Getting into 3 back squats. So still focusing again on weight centered in the midfoot, and then just drive our hips back a little bit more, allow us to descend into that full range of motion on the squat. From there, that barbell stays on the back. Slide your hands out just a little bit to snatch grip, and we're going to go into 3 behind the neck push press. So you're just going to drive the hips down to that power position, extend through, drive that barbell overhead using that momentum from the hips. Again, really trying to drive to full extension at the top with those arms. Once you finish that, you're going to stay in that overhead position and go through 3 overhead squats. So the overhead squat is going to be the most demanding on maintaining a vertical torso, so really making sure we're driving the hips into a good position in that overhead squat. So again, barbell warm up 2 times through, 3 front squats, 3 strict press, 3 back squats, 3 push press behind the neck, and 3 overhead squats. Let's get through that warm-up and get ready for the WOD.
In today's workout, E-Harmony, we're going to be doing a chicken workout 4 times. It's going to be 5 different movements of 30 reps apiece. The first movement is going to be the sumo deadlift high pull. Then we're going to be going into doing some front squats. Next will be some hang squat cleans. Then we'll go into some power snatches. Finally finishing up with some overhead squats. So we'll go over each of the techniques and standards that we're going to be looking for each of the exercises. But there is one little caveat to the workout today. On every minute, you're going to be doing 5 burpees to start that minute. So including minute 0, you'll be doing your 5 burpees. Then in the remaining time, we'll be trying to chip away at the repetitions of each movement until we finish up with those overhead squats. So the first movement let's talk about today is that sumo deadlift high pull. So Coach Ronnie's going to grab his grip. He's going to have his feet set out wide in that nice sumo position. The big thing with your grip is you don't want to be so narrow that it's hard to balance the bar side to side. So you can widen out that grip just a little bit, but again, make sure that it's inside of the legs. As Coach Ronnie goes to extend up from the hips, generating power and momentum on that bar, he's going to bring his elbows out parallel to the ground. So as Coach Ronnie drives to the hips, he's going to follow through lightly with the arms, not just trying to yank the bar with the upper body, doing these repetitions. The big thing, again, we're looking for a standard of the movement is getting the elbows out parallel to the ground. We don't need to flare them up really high up towards the sky. I don't need a bar coming way up towards your chin and banging yourself. What we want to be able to do is make sure that we don't impinge the shoulder by just coming to that parallel position with those elbows and that upper part of the arm. Again, from the side position, if we look at Coach Ronnie, he gets into that good loaded up position, driving out the knees as he extends up, elbows to the outside, and that barbell just comes to right about that nipple height on his torso. The other thing that if you notice when Coach Ronnie was doing is when he's returning the bar to the ground, he's loading himself back up by driving his knees out and his hips back. He's not just bending forward at the waist and then yanking the bar up with his upper body, putting a lot of stress on that lower back. So again, load yourself up for that rep on the way down by pushing out the knees and then driving those hips back in the sumo deadlift. Now when it comes into the front squat position, you know, we've done the front squat a bunch of times here. Obviously the big concern is getting into that good front rack position, making sure that barbell is resting on the shoulders and that his elbows are nice and high. So as Coach Ronnie descends into the front squat, he's going to keep his torso position tall. He's going to keep his weight centered on the midfoot and through the heel in order to be able to stay nice and stable in the bottom of the squat. The thing we're going to try to do from the bottom of the squat position is drive up through those elbows, keeping that torso tall in order to be able to stand up and finish the movement and not getting buckled and folded forward throughout the repetitions. So that's the front squat. So now we get into a little bit more of the difficult movements into the hang squat clean. The big thing we're focusing on today in the hang squat clean is trying to be explosive from the hip in order to get that momentum on the bar traveling upwards, giving us time to pull ourselves underneath the bar. So as Coach Ronnie hinges from the hip, he's loading up that posterior chain. He's going to be explosive from the hip in order to drive his body straight and get that bar moving up so that he can then pull himself underneath the bar. So again, it should be exploding the hips up, generating power and momentum on the bar, and then giving you time to pull yourself under the bar into that squat position. The big thing we want to look for is when we land in that squat position is make sure you land with your feet in a good squat stance, allowing you to receive that bar as low as possible while maintaining a good upright torso position as we get to the hang squat cleans. Now as Coach Ronnie finishes up the hang squat cleans, we're going to be going into the power snatches. So the power snatches, sliding those hands out a little bit wider. A lot of the same things are going to carry over from that hang squat clean to that power snatch, driving out those knees. We're going to have a smooth first pull, be explosive from the hip, keeping the bar close to the body, and then being able to pull ourselves underneath. So we don't have to pull ourselves all the way to the squat position, we're just looking for that quarter squat position. Good, and then extending the legs straight in order to be able to stand all the way up at the top, arms extended, torso extended, legs extended, finishing the movement, holding the standard of the movement here today. The big thing again we're going to be looking for is we want to make sure that we have that first smooth pull off the ground, that we're controlling the bar, hips, and our shoulders. They're all moving together at the same time. We're explosive from the hips, that we're driving that bar up close, keeping it tight to the body, and then finishing by pulling ourselves under to that little quarter squat position and be able to stand up the bar completely overhead. The last movement we have here today is probably the most difficult, which is the overhead squat position. As Coach Ronnie gets into that snatch grip / overhead squat position, he's going to drive his knees to the outside, push against the bar as he descends into the squat. So being active in the shoulders by driving against that bar is going to be important so that when he reaches the bottom of the squat, that he's stable, that there's a lot of tension against the bar, and he's tight in his body in order to be nice and stable throughout the overhead squats. All right. So now there is a dumbbell variation that we have for you today. Some of the movements are going to be switched out just slightly. So if you only have one dumbbell or kind of at home, that's okay. You can still do the workout. It will be just slightly different. The movements will be doing a single dumbbell deadlift. It's going to be doing a Russian dumbbell swing. It's going to be doing a goblet squat. You're still going to be doing the hang squat clean. Still going to be doing the power snatcher. Still going to be doing the overhead squats. So Coach Ronnie's going to demo first. When we do the dumbbell deadlift here today, we're going to be doing 5 reps on one side and then switching over and doing 5 reps on the other side until we get to those 30 repetitions. So just one end of the dumbbell has to touch the ground. Coach Ronnie's going to stand all the way up, drive the hips back, again standing nice and tall in the top position. We've touched on it before. The big thing we're looking for is your hips and your shoulders to stay square whenever you're doing a single dumbbell movement. Obviously that dumbbell is going to want to twist and contort your body, but you want to be able to use your own midline strength in order to keep everything square to the front. After we do the dumbbell deadlifts, we're going to go into doing the Russian swings. So in the Russian swings, what we're going to be doing is the same thing, 5 reps on one arm, then 5 reps on the other arm. So we're going to be hiking that dumbbell back, loading up the hips and that posterior chain, using that momentum, riding it up to that dumbbell comes up to shoulder height. So again, it'll be 5 reps on one side, 5 reps on the other side till you get, and alternating till you get to those 30 repetitions. The next movement will be the goblet squat. Again, this is where we get to use both hands, holding onto that dumbbell out in front of us, just like we do with the overhead squat. Keep that torso nice and tall, drive out the knees, making sure you're holding the standard of the movement by getting as low as possible. Hopefully hip crease below parallel, as long as you're able to maintain an upright torso position. After we get done with the goblet squat, we're going to be going into the hang squat clean. This is where things change up just a little bit. In the hang squat clean, we're going to be doing 1 rep on one arm and then alternating every single rep for the hang squat cleans and for the power snatches when we get there next. So Coach Rodney is going to hike the dumbbell back. He's going to be able to be explosive from the hip, and he's going to pull himself underneath that dumbbell into the bottom of the squat position. Again, making sure that he brings the dumbbell to the shoulder and then stands all the way up with it before dropping it into that next repetition. The next movement will be the power snatches. When we do the power snatches today, we're going to be doing the power snatches. They do have to touch the ground. So again, Coach Rodney is going to be doing one side at a time as we explode from the hip, keeping the dumbbell tight to the body, being able to bring it all the way up overhead, bicep, ear close together, legs are extended straight, hips all the way open, torso is nice and tall in the top. So again, we'll be alternating reps each side. But the other thing we want to do is when we're alternating those repetitions, we can either change in the shoulder position / on the way down, setting ourselves up for that next repetition, or if you're not comfortable with that, you can alternate, bringing the weight all the way to the ground, then getting into that next repetition. The last movement we have for today is the overhead squat. So in the overhead squat position, you're going to be doing 5 reps again on one side, and then going 5 reps on the other side to complete all 30 repetitions. Again, Coach Ronnie, when he descends into the squat, pressing against that dumbbell, making sure that he's nice and stable in the overhead position, and that he's nice and tight in the bottom of the squat in order to be able to maintain good, solid body position as he goes through. And once you hit that 30th overhead squat, congratulations, you are finally done with today's workout. So let's continue to warm up. Let's figure out what modifications you need to make for today's workout, and we'll come back and we'll talk about some strategy. Most of today's workout, what we're going to be looking for is those 5 burpees on top of the minute. So if you know you can't get through 5 burpees in roughly 20 seconds, leaving yourself that additional 40 seconds to start chipping away at the movement, let's scale down those number of repetitions to 3 burpees on the top of every minute, including minute 0. If you're really struggle with burpees, or if you only have a weight that's really heavy for the workout, what we can do is we can switch it to every 2 minutes doing the burpees, but let's bring those repetitions back up to 5. This way, if you only have a heavy weight at home, it will allow you a little bit more time to be able to chip through the number of repetitions in each of those exercises.
All right, again, this is a big chipper, so let's make sure we really try to focus on our strengths and weaknesses. So if we have a movement that we know we're really sound at, let's really try to attack those reps, get through them as best we can. Any movement that we're a little struggling with, so really game plan and focus on those movements so we can complete it and move on to the next thing. You only have to complete 30 reps of each movement one time. So let's really try to focus in, dial in on the movement, focus on that movement before you move to the next one. Don't try to think ahead and get yourself anxious and worked up about movements that you haven't even approached yet.
And then the barbell version of the workout today is pretty self-explanatory, but if you are doing that dumbbell version, just remember you're going to be alternating every 5 repetitions on the dumbbell deadlift, on the dumbbell Russian swing, and on the dumbbell overhead squat. When it comes to doing the Olympic movements with the dumbbell, when we're doing the hang squat clean and we're doing the power snatches, you'll be alternating every single repetition.
As always, guys, have fun. Any questions you guys have, feel free to post them on the Sugar WOD app or message us coaches directly.